Today's our topic is IAEC and IEC. This topic is present in BMS third phase research methodology subject and chapter number 4, and in that fourth chapter second topic is institutional ethics committee and institutional human ethics committee. Two topics we will study in today's class. Please like video, that will motivate us for making new videos, and as well as subscribe our channel. Now we'll start our today's topic. The topic is institutional ethical committee. What it means: the organizations or institutions, they are creating one of the committee because they will ensure that research is going on proper way according to the government methods, as well as the without harming to the animals. That is those members' responsibility is to ensure the safeguard of the animals, whatever the animals they are using. For that, the organization like pharmaceutical companies or institution or universities, they are making some group of members. Those are called committees. Now here the definition, first of all, the definition: the committee formed in the institution to ensure ethical, scientific, human use of animal in research and teaching. Here the definition is for the human use, the animals we are using, that creating a committee, the committee formed, that responsibility is that in the institution to ensure that whatever the research is going on, this is the preclinical research coming the animal use here, the ethical, scientific and human use of animals in the research and teaching. This is about the definition of the institutional animal ethics committee. Now, what is the purpose of this committee? Creating or formed this committee to protect the animal welfare and maintain the ethical standard. And scope of this committee is all institutional research and teaching activity involves animals. It means that the animals, wherever the animals are required, it is maintaining. This committee is activity involved in that. That is scope is that is keep eye on the animal use. Now composition: how many members are there in this committee? Total 6 to 8 members are there in this committee. 2 to 3 scientists from various disciplines. It may be pathologist, it may be biochemist or biologist. So many different various disciplines, the scientists involved in the this committee. The next one is the one veterinarian, one is the animal doctor who is observing. Next is scientist in charge of animal facility. One is the scientist who is the in charge, whatever the animal facility it is there, animal house, everything is observing. One person is non-scientific or social awareness member. He is just observe the properly it is going or not. That is a non-scientific person. The lastly, CPCSEA nominee. He is the government persons. He is observing all these things, whatever the things going on the institution, and report to the government. This CPCSE meaning committee for the purpose of control and supervision of experiments on animals. This is the responsible persons, is government representative. Now the functions of this animal ethical committee: the review. Whenever we are propose for this our research work, for the preclinical work, or whenever we are asking the animal use in our research, we have to send our research proposal to IAEC. The function is that IEC is reviewing whatever you are sended for approval purpose. Those committee are reviewing whether the animals are required or not, whether how much animals you mentioned, those animals are required or not, or we have to reduce the animals. All things they are reviewing, and whether necessity it is there or not, everything this board review it and approve the animal research purpose. This is the approving body for the animal use in the research. It may be reject if they will found that is not use of the animal, this committee may be reject. And another thing is that inspect the animal facilities. This committee inspect the animal house, the water facility and their cage, everything they will inspect how the researcher is maintaining, how the institution is maintaining. Next one is the maintain record and reports. This committee maintain the all the records and reporting purpose. Next is the ensure the CPSC guidelines compliances, whether the researcher or institution they are following the guidelines, government guidelines or not. That is also the it is ensuring. This is the function of this animal ethical committee. Animal ethical committee. Next is the important. What is the important here? To protect the animal rights, whatever the animal's rights are there, protecting. Next is the protect ethical research, to reduce the pain in the animals or reduce the unnecessary use of the animals. That is promote the ethical research, as well as ensure the legal compliance. According to legal only, they will ensure that this committee ensure the whatever the legal things are there. This is the responsible committee that is keeping eye on it. Okay, this is about the IEC. Next one is the IEC, Institutional Ethical Committee, or in other sense we are calling as a IHEC, Institutional Human Ethics Committee. Both are same, both are we are using as a synonymous, or sometimes IRB also using, Institutional Review Board also we are using, but in India very commonly we are using IEC. Now this committee is also responsible for the maintaining the safety and the ethics in the proper way going or not, because this is the IEC. Whenever we are proposing for the clinical trial, this committee approval is required. Now the definition of this IEC is the committee that review and approves research involving humans. Here previously we are used animals, now in this committee the involving humans, to ensure ethical conduct and participant safety. This is the IEC definition. Next is the purpose. What is the purpose of this creating this committee? This committee is that is safeguard of rights of the human participants and safety, well-being of human research participants. This is the purpose. Next is the scope. All human subject research in the institution like clinical trials, surveys, studies, the wherever the human we are using for the trial, this committee is keep eye on your research work. Next is the compositions. The composition in this committee, 7 to 15 members are there in the IEC, Institutional Ethical Committee. The one is the first one chairperson. He is from the external, that is not from the institution. He may be outside, he may be judge, retired judge, he may be retired clinicians, or the someone known person, respectable person. One is second one 1 to 2 basic medical scientist, and third one the 1 to 2 clinicians. Those are expert medical practitioners. Here they are using. Next is the legal expert. The research related, those are expert in the research or legally they are advocates. Those persons here we are using. That is 1 to 2 legal expert. One is social scientist. Next 1 to 2 lay persons. That is for the common sense, whether they are going correct or not. That for that purpose the lay person, 1 to 2 lay persons using, and one member secretary. The lastly one member secretary, because that secretary is maintaining all the records related to institutional ethical committee, and everything's he is maintaining, and the financial issue or records issue, everything's this one member of secretary is maintaining. Next is the functions. What is the functions of this IEC? Ensured informed consent process. Whenever the participants they are using, whether the participants consent are taken or not, or properly explain their adverse effect during the research work, or anything related to the research work, the participant, whether he know or not, whether the in the consent form, whether the participant signature it is there, everything they are ensuring that the consent process. Next is the review, the ethics during the ethical review, the reviewing and approval propose of ethics before human trials, before giving your new trial drugs. This is the approval body. You have to clearly mention that for this purpose, for the new drug development or new research purpose, the humans we want to require in clinical trials, that whenever your proposal is mentioned in proper way, then only this IEC approve for human trials. Next, monitor ongoing research. It is not only that once they will approve and it is not stopped. Monitor ongoing research. This IEC or IHES, they will regularly monitor whether the researcher is doing properly, that is according to ethics and following all the guidelines. This is regularly they are monitoring. After 1 year, after sometimes 6 months, they regularly monitor this committee. Next one is the importance. Importance here builds public trust. This committee, because so many members are involved, then only the public will build trust on your research. Next, protects human rights and safety. And lastly, ensure ethical research practices are there or not. That is also, that is maintaining body is the IEC. Lastly, the conclusion or summary. This IAEC and IHEC are essential committees ensure ethical, safe and responsible research involving animals and humans, protecting subjects and maintaining high research standard in the research. These both committees are important in the while doing the research. The first one in the preclinical research, that is institutional animal ethical committee. It is required in the preclinical research whenever the animals required, and clinical research whenever the human participants required, this IEC approval is required. Hope you understood video. If you understood this video, like and share to your friends. Thank you.